There are a lot of dynamic microphones for podcasting, streaming, and home broadcasting on the market. From tried and true classics to newcomers marketed for specific uses. In recent years, it seems manufacturers have been hyper-focused on competing at the $99 price point. Is one of them better than the rest? Let's compare 7 popular options and find out. Hey everybody, Jeff here for Semi-Pro Tech and Gear. In this video, as I mentioned, we are doing a comparison of 7 different $99 dynamic microphones. Now, right now you're hearing the Rode PodMic recorded into the Rodecaster Pro 2. I am applying processing for that little introduction as well as right now. The samples you will hear in just a moment will not have any post-processing applied other than normalizing the level to -16 LUFS as well as using a limiter with a -1 dB ceiling just to make sure we don't have any clipping. So are any of these $99 dynamic microphones the right solution for you? Are any of them actually worth $99? Let's just list off the microphones we do have to test here, and then we'll jump right into the audio samples. We, of course, have the Shure SM58, we have the Rode PodMic, we have the Elgato Wave DX, we have the SE Electronics Dynacaster DCM3, we have the SE Electronics SE-V7, we have the Audio-Technica AT2040, and we have the Samson Q9U. This is an audio sample of the Rode PodMic. Please pick my podcast. This is a typing test sample of the Rode PodMic on a boom arm about 12 inches away from a keyboard with Newfie Rose Glacier tactile switches. These are pretty loud switches, so they should give you an idea of how much it will pick up. And this is a sample of the background noise rejection of the Rode PodMic with a computer fan sound placed approximately 12 inches behind it in the least sensitive area of the cardioid polar pattern. This is an audio sample of the SE Electronics SE-V7. This one has a super cardioid polar pattern. Please pick my podcast. This is a sample of keyboard typing sounds with the SE Electronics SE-V7 on a boom with the keyboard about 12 inches away, and these are Newfie Rose Glacier tactile switches. This is a sample of the background noise rejection of the SE-V7 with computer fan noise placed about 12 inches away directly behind it, and this is a super cardioid pattern, so there might be a little area of sensitivity in the region where I've placed that noise. This is an audio sample of the Shure SM58. Please pick my podcast. This is a sample of typing sound noises on the Shure SM58. I have it positioned about 12 inches away from the keyboard on a boom, and these are Newfie Rose Glacier tactile switches. This is a sample of the background noise rejection of the SM58 with a computer fan noise placed about 12 inches directly behind it on the table. This is a sample of the Audio-Technica AT2040, which has a hypercardioid pickup pattern. Please pick my podcast. This is a keyboard typing test sample for the Audio-Technica AT2040 with it positioned on a boom arm about 12 inches away from the keyboard with Newfie Rose Glacier tactile switches. This is a sample of the background noise rejection of the Audio-Technica AT2040 with a source of computer fan noise placed about 12 inches away directly behind it. This is an audio sample of the Elgato Wave DX. Please pick my podcast. This is a keyboard typing sample of the Elgato Wave DX with the microphone positioned about 12 inches away from the keyboard on a boom arm, and these are Newfie Rose Glacier tactile switches. This is a background noise rejection sample of the Elgato Wave DX with a computer fan noise source placed about 12 inches behind the microphone in the least sensitive area of its cardioid pickup pattern. This is an audio sample of the SE Electronics Dynacaster DCM3, and this is the provided pre-installed windscreen. This is the SE Electronics Dynacaster DCM3 with the factory installed windscreen removed. Please pick my podcast. Please pick my podcast. This is a keyboard typing sample of the Dynacaster DCM3 with the microphone positioned about 10 inches away from the keyboard on a boom arm, and these are Newfie Rose Glacier tactile switches. This is a background noise rejection sample of the Dynacaster DCM3 with a source of computer fan noise placed about 12 inches behind the microphone in the least sensitive area of its cardioid pickup pattern. This is an audio sample of the Samson Q9U with the factory-provided foam windscreen installed. And this is an audio sample of the Samson Q9U with the factory-provided windscreen removed. Please pick my podcast. Please pick my podcast. This is a typing sound sample of the Samson Q9U with the microphone positioned about 10 inches away from the keyboard on a boom arm, and these are Newfie Rose Glacier tactile switches. This is a background noise rejection sample of the Samson Q9U with a source of computer fan noise positioned about 12 inches behind the microphone on the table in the least sensitive area of the cardioid pickup pattern. All right, we're going to stick with the Samson Q9U here for a minute because I want to talk about microphone features. All of these microphones, except for one, have no additional features beyond their standard XLR output. No switches, no extra connectivity, nothing like that. The Samson Q9U is one of very few microphones at the $99 price point. I'm saying very few because there could be other ones at the $99 price point that have other features, but the thing is, I'm not aware of them, so this could be the only dynamic microphone at the $99 price point that has additional features. And it does actually offer several additional features that these other microphones do not. It features two switches on the back, a mid-frequency boost and a high-pass filter, and it also features USB connectivity in addition to the XLR output, so you can use this as a USB microphone if you don't have an audio interface or recorder. It also has a physical mute button, which, believe it or not, actually works over. And just to demonstrate the two switches on the back, this is an audio sample with the mid-frequency boost engaged. This is a sample with the high-pass filter engaged. And this is a sample with both the mid-frequency boost and high-pass filter engaged. There's one more feature built into the inside of the Q9U that Samson had the foresight of including, which none of these other manufacturers did. And that is a humbucking coil. This is a feature that is found in professional broadcast microphones like the Electro Voice RE20 and the Shure SM7B. A humbucking coil does exactly what the name suggests. It's a second coil in addition to the voice coil that's connected to the diaphragm. It's there to pick up environmental hum and buzz sounds, and then the polarity of that signal is inverted and added to the signal from the voice coil, thereby helping to cancel out any hum or buzz sounds in the environment. And this is significant when you consider how many of these microphones are marketed. Microphones like the Audio-Technica AT2040 and the Elgato Wave DX are marketed specifically for streaming, podcasting. Basically, they know and are intending you to use these microphones in an environment with lots of other electronic equipment running. Things like computers, computer monitors, all things that use AC current. And AC current hum is likely something that you may have heard in my audio samples if you were listening with headphones. Now, computer monitors are a notorious source of some of that hum sound. So just to give you an example of when you get close to just the right spot, a dynamic microphone that incorporates a humbucking coil like the Samson Q9U will help to minimize that hum sound coming from your environment. However, it is not a miracle worker, and if you get it close enough to a source of hum, it will still be in there. So that's an extreme example of getting very close to the source of the hum, and it should have been a little bit quieter than the SM58. So in my opinion, whether you like the sound of the Samson Q9U or not, it definitely provides the most value for your $99. At this price point, none of these other options offer as many features as the Samson Q9U. But that doesn't necessarily mean it is the right choice for you because, of course, you still have to like the sound of it. And that brings me to the point, are any of these microphones good options for you? Well, of course, I can't answer that for you individually. But what I can say is don't assume that you need to just go for a $99 microphone, especially if you are just starting a setup. There are some great sounding budget microphones out there that cost less than $99. And there certainly are great microphones out there that cost more than $99. So just because manufacturers have chosen to flood the market with $99 dynamics doesn't mean that one of these is going to be your best choice. And here's just one quick example. This is the Fifine K669D, available on Amazon for a whopping $37. Now, this does not have the smoothest top end. It's a little bit too shimmery up there, and it highlights a little bit too much of my sibilance for my personal taste. However, I think it sounds pretty darn nice for $37. So if this is the type of microphone you currently have, I personally don't know that I would say that any of these $99 microphones are going to make that huge of an improvement in the quality of your audio. Of course, that's subjective. If you absolutely love the sound of one of these microphones on your voice, then that can make it worth the upgrade. So I'm not trying to say that I think any of the $99 dynamics sound objectively bad. I just wanted to point out that you always have to consider, are you actually going to get the return out of upgrading? All right, so that'll do it for this comparison. Let me know down in the comments which one you think sounded the best, which one was your favorite, which ones, if any, do you think are worth the $99 price tag? Do you think none of them are worth $99 and there are better options out there? If you found the video helpful or interesting, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button so YouTube can show it to more people, and don't forget to subscribe to the Semi-Pro Tech and Gear channel. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.